Alright, today we're going to talk about how to sync up your Google Drive files with your T drive very easily and with very little pain, and you can do this at home, and it will teach you how to disconnect it afterward so that you don't feel like you have to work from home. Okay, so let's take a look at what Google Drive, the sync app, really does. So I'm on my personal computer right now, and I have the sync app installed right here. Now this is connected not to my work email but my personal email, and you can see that it tells me, hey, I'm using this much memory of this much total, and it tells me what files I've synchronized recently. And I can use this to click and open my Google Drive file, and I'll have all my files in here. Or you can see there's a folder here. I can double click on that and it'll show me the files. And what this is really doing is anything I do to the files here will be reflected on the website. So if I want to look at the website, you can also see here it will open up, it will open up my Google Drive, my personal Google Drive, and you can see that the files, when they show up, announcement slide, band ministry, CCA, HS, and if I flip back over to here, they pretty much line up. Some of them are missing. I'll explain why some of them are missing. But anything I do to announcement slides here will be reflected up in this drive here. So that's what the Google Sync app is all about. And we are going to use this tool to synchronize your massive T drive files and shared drive files onto your new Google Drive for work without having to wait for a progress bar to complete. So let's flip over to Windows, since most of you guys are using Windows at home, and let's talk about how to do that. So first, you need to log on to your Google Drive. So this is my Google Drive. How do you get to your Google Drive? Well, one way to do it is if you go to gmail.com and you log yourself into your Leona group. There is this little tic-tac-toe board here. You can click on that and click on Drive. What I also prefer to do sometimes is I just like to type it in myself. I can say drive.google.com, and that will also take me there. Now, if you notice, it went right to my account. That's because I'm already logged in. But if you're not logged in, you will have to log in to get access to this. So for most of you guys, your Google Drive will be empty, completely empty, nothing in there. Now, because I've had a few weeks longer to do this, I've been populating my Google Drive with different files. And so I have a bunch of folders in here, a bunch of files, different things going on. So what I want to do is I want to synchronize my flash drive, which if I go to my computer and open up my flash drive, where's my flash drive? Here it is, my files. Okay, I want to synchronize everything in this folder up here. These are all the files I've been using for the last couple years, and I want them online so that I can look at them easily without having to stick my flash drive in. Now, for you guys, this would be your T drive. Now, me personally, I've never used a lot of the T drive, but I have still a lot of files that I would love to have online so that I can get access to them anywhere I go. Now, to do this, normally what you would have to do, without the Sync app, you have to go to New, and you would go to Folder, Upload, and you have to choose the folder that you want to upload to the internet. Now that is extremely tedious, and if your internet connection breaks or your computer goes to sleep, it won't continue. It'll have to start all over again. So the best way to do this is with the Sync app. And where can you download the Sync app at home? If you go over to this little widget over here, click on that, click on Download Drive, take you to a new window right here. You're going to scroll down, it's download, and for Mac or PC, and give that a click. I'm going to accept and sign my life away, and it's going to download. Now I'm going to click on it, and it's going to run. Yes, it's going to run. And it's going to connect to the internet, it's going to download, and it's going to install without me doing anything. My hands are in the air, believe me, trust me, I'm not doing anything. So, and it's done. Okay. So let me pause my notifications real quickly. All right. Okay, so Once that's installed, I'm going to go to my Start menu, and I'm going to click on Google Drive. If it's not in your place right there, you can go to All Programs, scroll down, Google Drive. There's a whole bunch of them, but you're going to click on Google Drive. And for me, it pops up in a little icon over here. Now, then what it's going to say is hey, you need to sign in. So I'm going to sign in with my Google account for work. And I have an extra layer of security, and so I'm going to type my extra layer of security password in. I can go over that in another tutorial later for those of you who care about things like that. And go through. Now I'm going to stop you right here. We're going to go to Advanced Setup. Now, if you notice here, this says my Google Drive folder is going to be located at C users Antilles85 Google Drive. That means to get to my Google Drive folder, I would have to go to my computer. I'd have to go to my C drive, users, my name, and it'll show up in here. For me personally, if you don't care about that, leave it as it is. But for me, I want to show you for those of you who care about where to put it. I want to put it on my desktop so I can easily get to it right there. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to click on Desktop. I'm going to make a new folder called Google Drive. Click OK. And there it is. And I am not going to sync all of my folders from the internet down. In fact, I'm not going to sync anything for the sake of this demonstration, just so things will go faster. And I will click Start Sync. Okay. So really, if I open this up, excuse me, there are 3 folders that synced. And if you look at my Google Drive, I'm going to close this. Here they are, right here. Those are the 3 files. Because I didn't sync any of these folders, it just synced these 3 files. Now, if I delete the files here, okay, I'm going to drag them to the trash. It gives me a little warning. Hey, better watch out. You're going to lose it. And I'm going to be like, yep, I know. And I'm going to empty it. Then if I go to my drive, I'm going to reload my page. Boom, they're gone. It's okay, I've already looked at those 2 documents, so it's all good. Alright, so they're gone. So that is why Google Sync is awesome, because it allows you to do work on your computer and save all the changes online, so wherever you go, all the most recent changes you've done will be available to you. Now we're going to use this feature so that we can upload our T drives very easily without having to load one folder at a time. So I'm going to move my window over here, and I'm going to open up my flash drive on the left side here. I'm going to snap it that way. Now I'm not going to do everything for this demonstration, but let's say I want to load my Class Dojo files. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to copy it to my Google Drive, and it's going to copy over. And now you see the little blue icon, it's spinning, it's doing its thing. And if I click on my app, you can see that it's kind of doing this, like, looks like it's moving, okay? And it's processing, and it's showing me, hey, it's syncing 4 of 199 files in there. Now we're at 16. So let's see what the progress is. If I go to my website here, and oh, look, the new folder's already there. If I can double click, and these are the files that it's already saved to the website. And that's why you want to use the Sync app to load your files onto the Google Drive instead of loading it one folder at a time. Because this way, if I were to turn the computer off right now, I can pause it, whatever I want to do, it'll pick up right where it left off, as long as my flash drive is still attached. Okay? Actually, even if your flash drive is not attached, because you copied it into your Google Drive folder, it's now on your computer, and I can eject my flash drive right now. So that's what I'm going to do. Eject my flash drive, and it will just keep loading. If I were to turn off my internet, whatever, it'll pick up right where it left off, which is really nice, especially for some of you who have lots of files in your T drive. And look at that, it's already all done. So I can go to my drive. Look at that. Boom. Done. And just like that, you guys can upload all of your files, just copy all of the folders directly onto the Google Drive folder, and it will sync by itself. Now, when you're done syncing like I am, and you're saying, I don't really want to do this kind of work on my home computer. I don't really want my work touching my home computer. So what can you do? Well, you can click on this, click on the little 3 dots for settings, and you're going to go to preferences. Now, if you just quit, that's not going to do anything. Okay, that doesn't actually stop the synchronizing process. That will just pause it until the next time your computer turns on. So the way to break the synchronization, you go to Account, and you go to Disconnect. Yes. And now I'm no longer connected. Notice how the icon is grayed out. Okay, close this. I'm going to open it up again. If you notice there was a green check mark here before, there is no more green check mark. So now if I delete these 2 files, and I'm going to empty my trash can, remember what happened before, it would reflect the change online. Now, even if I reload the page, nothing has changed because I broke the synchronization. And at this point, you can quit. Now, your folder is still there. If you want, you can leave it there and you can reconnect it anytime you want if you have more files to upload. But I'm going to guess that in the future, if there are specific files you want to upload, you can just go to New, either a specific file by itself or an entire folder, which is pretty easy if you only have 1 or 2 things to upload. But for the purposes of moving the entire T drive, the synchronization app is much, much better for that. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you synchronize your T drive with your Google Drive for work.